Hey everyone, it's Abby and welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year! It's now 2017 and this is my first video of many that are going to be on my channel this year. There's Fuzz. I hope that your 2017 is swaggerific and be excited for this channel for this year, and if you're not excited, get excited! I'm just going to get right to the subject of this video, and that is my stalker. Now the reason I use air quotes, you will understand by the time I finish this story. He's kind of a stalker, he's kind of not. I will have to explain. So this story starts way back in my sophomore year of high school. I was a sophomore in high school in 2012. I graduated in 2014. I just turned 21. So this person has been annoying me since I was 15/16. First of all, I don't know what year he graduated. I don't know what grade he was in. I assume he was a senior because I didn't see him after my sophomore year, so he must have graduated. What he would do is, I was one of those people, those annoying people that stood in circles. So all my friends would get together and we would stand in a circle. I started to notice that there was this person who was pretty much always near, and he was always staring at me. And I hate when people stare at me. I can tell when someone is staring at me. It makes me really uncomfortable. I could feel that someone was staring at me, and every time I looked up, it was him. I got so annoyed by this that I sent one of my friends to pretty much go tell him to please stop. She went to him and said, "You're making my friend uncomfortable, you need to stop." It didn't stop. It escalated from there. So number one, he was always kind of near when I was with my friends, and he was always very creepily staring at me. Then he would be, coincidentally, right outside of my classes when I would get out of class. So I don't know how he pulled that off, or like what he did, but pretty much when I would leave class, he would be like a little bit too close for comfort. So after he graduated and he left, everything was pretty quiet for my junior and my senior year. After I graduated high school, I got a job at a retail store, and I had been working there for a pretty long time. I hadn't seen this person since high school, so everything was great. On one of the days that the store was really busy, we were having a really big sale, I was out on the floor. I was cleaning out fitting rooms, I was putting away clothes that people had tried on and didn't want and everything. I was super busy running around. I saw him and I was like, "Oh, I recognize you, but not in a good way." So I went to the back in the break room, and my manager's kind of like, "You need to go back out there, we're too busy for this." So I go back out there and he's just kind of awkwardly just like making circles around the store. He's not really stopping to like look at anything. He kept kind of like looking at me, and then he would quickly look away. So fast forward to literally probably like 30 minutes later, he's just been walking around the store. I was cleaning out one of the fitting rooms in kind of the back corner of the store. There wasn't a lot of customers back there, but people still used the fitting room. So I was cleaning the fitting room out, and I had an armful of clothes, and as soon as I came out of the fitting room, bam, he's right there. And I, of course, was working, so I was like, "Hi, can I help you with anything?" And he looked at me and he goes, "Do you go to this college?" I'm not going to tell you the name of the college. And I said, "I have been to the campus," which was a lie. I was taking classes there at the time. So I said, "I've been to the campus before, but I don't go there. Can I help you with something?" And he said, and mind you, he's keeping pretty good eye contact with me, and then he like darts down to the ground. He said, "Well, I am doing a project for my PE class, and I need to take videos of you and pictures of you for my project." And I immediately said no. I was like, "No, I'm at work and I'm in my uniform. I can't let you do that. And I'm also just not comfortable with you doing that." And he starts pulling out his phone. And he's like, "Well, I really need to. This is for a school project, and I really need you to let me take your picture and let me record you." And I said no, and I started to get rude about it. I was like, "I'm not okay with you doing this. I know who you are. I recognize you. And this is a huge red flag to me." So I said no again, and I was pretty stern. and he starts like putting his phone up as if someone, like holding it up as if he's taking a picture or something. And I start putting my hand over it. I said, "You're not taking my picture and you're not taking videos of me. You need to leave me alone." And he left. He walked away. Now, unfortunately, on this particular day, of course, we didn't have our security people in the store that watch for like shoplifters and whatever. We didn't have them in the store that day. My camera's dying. Fast forward about 6 months ago, there's a supermarket near my house that I visit. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you the name of the supermarket, but I visit this supermarket regularly. I am leaving the supermarket with my groceries and I'm headed to my car. What happens? This person, my stalker, now works at this supermarket. Literally, my heart stopped. I was like, what the heck? He didn't see me for the little bit that I was walking through the parking lot, but he was getting carts in the parking lot. And when he saw me, I kid you not, he stopped with the carts and he looked at me, stared at me, and I was like this. I'm like hiding my face. And he stopped with the carts and he started to follow me to my car. I'm like getting my phone out, about to freaking call the police or something. And I'm like, no. I'm like, he's far enough away from me that if he does like start running towards me, I have time to run and scream and whatever. I don't walk to my car because I'm not an idiot. I just keep walking. And I get towards the back of the parking lot and I'm just standing by some car and he stopped about like 12 cars away from me and he's just staring at me. Just staring. And I'm like, what the heck? So he stops staring, walks away, finishes with his carts, and I get in my car and I like leave. Now, to this day, every time I go to that supermarket and he is working, he will stop what he is doing to stare at me. And at this point, I know he knows what kind of car I drive. You know, I'm not like... So that's why I use the term stalker loosely, because it's not like he follows me around on my day-to-day, you know, errands and stuff. He doesn't know where I live that I know of. He doesn't call me, he doesn't send me anything. So he's kind of a stalker, but he's kind of just some creepy guy who like won't leave me alone. The only reason that I would call him a stalker is because of the photo incident. That really like, it put me on edge because he was so pushy about the whole thing. I am not one of those people who likes to cause a big scene about things, and I don't like overreacting about things. But if he ever does anything like that again, I will have no hesitation. I will contact the police and I will have some sort of order placed against him. So that was my story about my stalker. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and tell me in the comments if you have ever experienced anything like this, or if you want to give me advice on what to do the next time it happens, please let me know. I also would like to add that I do not know his name. And you're probably thinking, Abby, he has done all these things to you. How do you not know his name? Well, I don't know his name because I never talked to him in high school. I don't know his name because I have never bothered to ask him. And although he does wear a name tag at the supermarket that I attend that he works at, I have never gotten close enough to him and I don't want to get close enough to him to read his name. So again, that was my story. I sincerely hope you did enjoy it. I will also leave the links to my social media accounts in the description below if you want to be nice and give me a follow on those. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, my friends, goodbye.